This is Dr. Shweta Goswami, IVF consultant at Noida. I practice both infertility and IVF. Today I wish to speak more about the cumulative pregnancy rate in IVF, which basically entails how does embryo freezing help us to increase the IVF success rate. So I would like you to understand the basics of IVF, that in IVF we give injections to the woman, get multiple eggs out, fertilize with the husband's sperm, create embryos, grow the embryos in the lab for a couple of days to decide which embryos are the best, and transfer the best 2 or 3 embryos into the mother's womb, hoping to get a pregnancy. Now, when anybody thinks about considering and undergoing an IVF, the important thing in our mind is what is going to be my success rate, which is extremely important because the success rate varies from patient to patient. Now, what we need to importantly understand and how to optimize our IVF cycle is that if we are young, if we have a good AMH or a good ovarian reserve, the objective of IVF at the end of the cycle should be to be able to create a good number of grade A, grade B embryos, some of which can be transferred in a fresh cycle and some can also be frozen, what we call the supernumerary embryos, the embryos that do not need a transfer but can be frozen. Now this is extremely important because whenever we focus on what's the success rate of IVF, you're actually focusing on one transfer cycle. But what's important is if you're young, if you have more number of embryos, we should hopefully, if the embryo quality is good, be able to provide you with more number of embryos, some of which are transferred, some of which are frozen. Each transfer cycle can give you a good success rate as high as 60 to 65%. So whenever we undergo an IVF cycle, if we earlier undergone an IVF cycle, we need to review and see how many eggs have we got, what was the grade of the embryos, how many fertilized, how many went on to developing good grade A, grade B embryos, how many good grade A embryos did we have on day 3, do we have any blastocyst embryos that we have which is on day 5, and importantly, therefore, what is the pregnancy rate defined per IVF cycle would be combining those 2 or 3 embryo transfers together. So it's extremely important because we would undergo an IVF cycle, it may or may not work, understanding there is about a 2 in 3 chance at best that an IVF cycle would click. But if we have extra embryos of good grade available, it gives us the opportunity to undergo another IVF cycle with as or maybe even better success rate, which is as high as 60 to 70% per cycle, without having to undergo all the injections that IVF entails. So you just need to take medications to prepare the lining of the womb, and then we just do a repeat embryo transfer. If we have good embryos, preferably take them to blastocyst stage, take them to day 5 and then transfer. And each cycle would then give you a 60-65% chance. So if you're looking at being able to do 2 or 3 such transfers, for somebody with a good number of embryos of good quality, you're actually looking at a pregnancy rate of as high as 80 to 90% per IVF cycle. But please remember, this is cumulative pregnancy rate. It's not pregnancy rate per transfer, but per egg collection. So when you ask any center their success rate, the important thing to understand is it per embryo transfer? Is it per egg retrieval? Is it per stimulated cycle? So somewhere there we all get confused, but to me, for a patient who is young and who has good reserve, I would be looking at being able to freeze a couple of embryos also, because they are your embryos, you have a whole legal right on them, and therefore, God forbid, if the first cycle doesn't work, we are able to use those embryos without having to go through another round of an IVF cycle. And that's also important because in case you have a good ovarian reserve, you end up getting some 10-12 eggs and you only have enough embryos for one transfer, you should actually be questioning yourself and your center as to why that did not happen. If it was poor embryo quality, then it's very concerning, because if we have a good number of eggs to begin with, why aren't we able to get good number of embryos for transfer? However, if done in the right manner, for somebody with good embryo quality, we should be able to have 1, 2 or maybe 3 embryo transfers per cycle if we have good number of eggs to begin with, and that is the real success at IVF, not per transfer, but the fact that you went through injections once, and in that one completed cycle of IVF, your success rate can be as high as 80 to 90%. And that's the important thing that we should be looking forward to, so that we can realistically get a baby at the end of one IVF cycle. Thank you. For more details, you can contact us at zivafertility.com, or you can text me at 9717 111 733. Thank you very much.